it is linked with one another, how the land degradation is happening and what are its effects which we can see. That is, the fertility of the soil is decreasing because organic matter which is falling down and getting decomposed by decomposers. The topmost layer of the soil, which is the most fertile part of the soil, gets washed away by the wind as well as by rainwater. A lot of soil erosion is happening. If there is deforestation occurring, we have to do afforestation. Hello my dear students, welcome back to session 5 on the chapter Natural Resources. Last class we studied about the water resources. Today we shall study about the land resources. What is the meaning of land resources? Land is that which is naturally occurring finite source. We have limited amount of land in the earth's surface, yes or no? So it is a finite source which we have, and it provides the base for the survival of all living beings. It is very important to have land for all the living beings to live, except for, of course, aquatic animals. Okay. Then it holds everything that constitutes the terrestrial ecosystem except the aquatic ecosystem. Everything which comes under terrestrial ecosystem is there based on the land. Increased demand on the land in modern times has led to lot of problems like land degradation, and quality and quantity of the land is declining, and the decline in crop production and competition for land has taken place because of increased human population, and because of that there is a lot of demand for the land. So this is about the land resources. Next we are going to study about the land degradation. What is the meaning of land degradation? It is defined as any change in the land that reduces the condition or the quality of the land and thus reduces the productivity of the land, or the productive potential of the land is reduced. This is called as land degradation, and it occurs whenever the natural balance in the landscape are changed by human activity through misuse or overuse. So when humans are misusing or overusing the land, it can lead to land degradation. And land degradation, what is the meaning? Any change that occurs into the land that will reduce the productivity of the land, we call it as land degradation. And what are the major land degradation problems we have? That is, wind erosion leads to land degradation. Water erosion, including mass movement of hill slopes, can happen. Then we have dry land salinity, irrigation induced salinity. Then we have soil surface scalding, and we have water logging. Then we have soil acidity is varying. Then we have soil structure decline is there due to land degradation. Soil fertility decline or the nutrient loss of the soil is there. Then vegetation decline is there, and also tree regeneration and loss of flora and fauna, and hence the biodiversity can happen. So you can see it looks like a link which is there. So first what happens? Due to wind erosion as well as the water erosion, the soil erosion is there, in which the nutritive layer of the soil is completely lost, or the land is lost, which leads to decrease in the quality of the soil, decrease in the nutrient value of the soil, decrease in the structure of the soil which is required for any vegetation or growth of any flora is there, which again is going to affect the growth of any, or the development or the survival of any of the animals also, because we know that we all are consumers, which we are directly linked to the producers, which are the plants and the trees. So it is linked with one another, how the land degradation is happening and what are its effects, which we can see. Okay. Next is about the causes for land degradation. Causes, if you see, one is deforestation, overgrazing, agriculture and industrialization. These are the main four causes for land degradation. First, the forests are cut down, due to which the soil erosion, wind erosion can increase. Then again, overgrazing. We are having very small amount of land, on that we have lot of animals which we are growing, which we are leaving for grazing, and overgrazing can lead to again desertification. Again, the quality of the land is lost. Again, we have agriculture. We are doing only one type of agriculture there. The fertility of the soil is decreasing. Also, addition of the chemical fertilizers, again the natural fertility or the quality of the soil is decreasing because of agriculture. And of course, by industrialization, where all the waste is added onto the land, the chemicals are directly going into the land and land degradation is taking place. So these are the main four causes. We learn each one of them. That is deforestation. As I told you, deforestation, what is the reason, or how is deforestation and land degradation linked? That is, forest soil contains much organic matter. When the forest is cleared and the trees are burnt, which leads to immediate loss of organic matter, that is, the fertility of the soil is decreasing because organic matter which is falling down and getting decomposed by decomposers, and again the nutrients are not coming back. The nutrient cycle is being broken down because we are cutting down trees. Okay, and cutting of forest for fuel food is another form of deforestation, which is again leading to land degradation. Next, we have overgrazing and industrialization. Overgrazing, what happens, and what exactly happens during overgrazing? You are allowing the animals to graze so much so that there is no grass which is left on the land, and due to which the amount of grass litter which is left on the land is decreasing because of the overgrazing of animals, and the soil organisms die and the fertility of the soil will decrease. That is how overgrazing and land degradation are linked. Next, we have industrialization. Industries and mining operation can pollute the soil. That is, the layers of the soil can completely be toppled during mining, and again it can lead to a lot of pollution of the land, and land degradation can happen. Next is about agriculture. How agriculture and land degradation are linked, we'll understand. Over irrigating farmlands leads to salinization, as the evaporation of water brings the salts to the surface of the soil on which crops cannot grow. Over irrigation can also create waterlogging of the topsoil, so that the crop roots are affected and the crop deteriorates. Now, what is this waterlogging and what is this salinity? See, salinity, when there are salts which are there in the soil, okay, are coming on top to the topmost layer of the soil where the plants grow, then the salinity of the soil or the pH of the soil can completely vary, and it can vary in such a matter that the crops cannot grow at all, the plants cannot grow at all. And this happens when we are over irrigating them. We are adding so much water, where irrigation of the agricultural land is happening so much so that the fertility of the soil can reduce. So we have to be very careful during irrigation. Also, waterlogging. Waterlogging means there is water which is there stagnant on one particular piece of land. When water is allowed to stay unmoved for a very long time, the plant roots which is there has got excess of water and they cannot grow well, and thus again it can lead to decrease in the quality of the crop, or the crop starts deteriorating. The use of more and more chemical fertilizer, that is poisons to the soil, and eventually the land becomes unproductive. So when we are adding chemical fertilizers, there are some chemicals which is not required for the land at all, and for the plant in small quantity it is sufficient, but we tend to add excess of the fertilizers, which is equivalent to adding the poisons to the land and reducing the productivity of the land. Thus, agriculture also is leading to land degradation. Next we have soil erosion. What exactly is the meaning of soil erosion? When there is forest, the forest roots are holding on to the soil or to the mud or to the land very tightly. And when there is rainfall, the soil does not get washed off during rainfall. But due to deforestation, what happens is the soil or the mud is very loose, and the topmost layer of the soil, which is the most fertile part of the soil, gets washed away by the wind as well as by rainwater. And when it is getting washed away with water, it ultimately goes and reaches the river, and then it goes and reaches the sea. So we are losing the best part of the soil. This is called as soil erosion. So what happens during soil erosion? When grasses are removed, the soil becomes loose and gets eroded by action of wind and rainfall. Ultimately, it will go and reach the seas. Now, especially in the regions like Western Ghat or Himalayas, what can be seen is the process of soil erosion is becoming very evident due to deforestation. As I told you, the forests are cleared for several other purposes and the soil is getting eroded. We can see that there is a lot of soil which is, which we are losing into the seas, which is happening, and these areas are called as ecological sensitive areas, that is the Western Ghats and the Himalayas. So soil erosion is loss of the soil by wind or rainfall. Okay. Next is factors affecting soil erosion. There are three major factors which are affecting: the natural factors, sudden climate change, as well as the human induced factors. So what exactly are these factors? We learn in detail. First is the natural factors. Heavy rainfall on weak soil. So when the water rainfall or the rain droplet is falling into the land where the soil is very loose, it is very easily getting carried away with the water, and that to heavy rainfall, we know there is gushing water which can go. Along with that, even soil can get eroded. Next is vegetation depleted by drought. Raindrops are free to hit the soil, causing the soil erosion during rainfall. Winds blow away the fine particles during drought. So during drought, what happens? There is no enough of water also, and the land or the soil becomes very dry, that even for wind, the soil can get carried away. Next is steep slopes. Gravity pulls harder, water flows faster, and soil slips or slumps the downhill. So when there is a downhill, because of the gravitation pull, again the soil can go downhill very easily. So these are some of the natural factors. Next we have sudden climate change. So sudden climate change, like again rainfall, unexpected rainfall is there, or there is sudden heavy rainfall which is there, will lead to soil erosion, as I've already explained. Drought is there. Again, I told you, drought, or there is scarcity of water, the land gets completely dried up, there is one wind which blows, again all the soil can get carried away. Okay. Then there is changing wind. Again, areas previously sheltered become exposed, and because of the wind, there is soil which can get eroded. Next is human induced factor. First one is change of land. The land loses its cover and its soil biota, porosity and moisture. Change of land is there. Okay. The change of land is there where the soil biota or the type of crop which you're growing is completely changed, because of which the porosity and moisture of the soil is completely changed. Next is intensive farming. The plow, the excessive fertilizer and the irrigation damages the soil permanently sometimes. Okay. Then we have housing developments. Soils are barred, massive earthworks and landscaping is done, and also soil on the top becomes loose because of the landscaping when we are doing house development. Next is road construction. For constructing the roads, we are cutting down lot of trees. Again, we are using lot of JCB, the flattening of the land is happening. Again there is lot of soil which is being removed to make way or to make roads, due to which again soil erosion can happen. So these are some of the human induced causes or factors for soil erosion. Next is desertification. Land degradation, soil erosion is ultimately going to lead into desertification. What exactly is desertification? It is a process by which an area becomes even more barren, less capable of retaining vegetation, and progressive towards becoming a desert. So what happens? A land already is facing drought or it is facing deforestation. Slowly the overgrazing, deforestation, scarcity of water, all of this is slowly progressing towards conversion of the normal land which was really very productive into a desert, and this process is called as desertification. Okay, this is often caused by long term disasters. Deforestation, overgrazing, etc. brings about change in rainfall, temperature, wind velocity, etc. and also leads to soil erosion. Such changes then leads to desertification. So desertification is a process, it's a slow process. Long-term disaster, you are continuously overlooking the disasters which we are doing into our environment, which will slowly get converted into a desert, and this process is called as desertification. So we need to really take care what is the process which we are doing. Are we facing lot of scarcity of water? Is the soil which we are using fertile? Are we using excess of irrigation and excess of fertilizer? Which type of crop are we using? Whether the land which we have is being overgrazed, a lot of soil erosion is happening. If there is deforestation occurring, we have to do afforestation. All of these things, if we are taking care of, then we can prevent desertification and again save ourselves. Okay, so I hope you have understood today's class. Thank you, my dear children. Stay tuned for more updates.